Okay, this is a demo of the Adobe's Flash setup for the Kinect to Flash to Arduino application. This is the Flash interface with the stage. This is a dynamic text button, and then we've got 6 instances of these buttons, but the buttons are actually movie clips with frames. Like that. With up, over and down, and inside here we have a masked animation. Just reduce that back to normal. And then we also have these symbols for the skeleton body joints, and that's instances again. And we've got a hand, 2 hands, and a head, a movie clip, MC head, MC right hand. And we've got these balls, MC ball all the way to ball 17. And then in the action script I have references to libraries that we're going to be using. Then on the first socket we're attaching to the local host network on the network ports 9001, and we're using a little endian property to make sure that the information's being read and received the way it was sent. And then on the connection we then call another method there on connect1, and on data we initialize this on data method, and then we have another socket again on the local host, but using the 5333 port. That's for the Arduino. This one's for the Kinect, this one's for the Arduino. We're initiating a timer, milliseconds, and we've got a wait status to the value of 0. So the incoming data is read from the serial port, and it's an array, so the first float is relevant to the right hand joint X, and that then becomes the movie clip right hand X axes, and then the same again for the Y and Z for the next floats that are being read, and that will do for the right hand. And then we have the same then for the left hand, reading from the float from this array coming in. So we've got the hands, the head, the wrist, the elbow, the shoulders, the spine, the hip, the knees, the ankle and the feet. And then if the weight check is still left at 0, then we're going to check the buttons. So then if the right hand, that's the movie, overlaps the instance of a button, button 1, then we're going to register that as a over. Sorry, we're going to go the movie inside the button movie will go to the over frame. And then we're going to start the timer, and then we're going to register it as hovering in the text notification. And then if the counter reaches 2, so that's 2 seconds, so we're going to put the wait status to 1 to stop anything else happening. Register it as a hit. Go to the down frame name of the button movie. Stop the timer and send an integer of 1 through socket 2, which goes to the Arduino. And then if it's not a 1 that's coming in, if it's a 2, sorry, if it's not the second button, not the first button, then we check to see if it's a second button and do a similar action. Send in integer of 2. If it's that third button, we send integer of 3, and then 4, 5 and 6. If it's none of those, then we just clear everything. And then if we go past the hover, we reset it after 1 second after the hover. We restart the timer, check when it comes to totals 3 seconds, stop and reset the timer, and then we reset the wait status to 0, so it will allow the button check method to start again. So if I clear that, oops, then we've hover and hit. If I keep my hand on one button, I hit, and then after a second it will register again.